What's up? This is Ray. Welcome back. Hey, check this out. Today we're going to be reviewing a piece of equipment I've never reviewed before. This is an LED projector sent to me by the company named Vankyo. So we want to thank them for sending this out for testing. But what is interesting about this projector is it's about $100 on the Vankyo Amazon store. So whenever you see something audio, video that inexpensive, you have to ask yourself, is it capable? Can it live up to what it's supposed to at that price range? So if you're curious, stick around. I'm going to show you everything I've found about this, the pros and cons, and what it can do, so you can see if it's something you want to check out or not. So if you're curious, stick around. All right, first thing to know is this projector comes in a really nice zippered padded case that it's velcroed in tight, and it has all the accessories in it. It comes with pretty much all the cables you need. But what is interesting about this is there's like 5 different ways to input video or audio signal. First, you have the HDMI input. Then you have the RCA input. Then you have an antenna input, a monitor, a computer monitor input, so you can actually use your computer through this. There's a USB input if you have movies on a USB, and there's also an SD card input. That almost sounds like 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 6 inputs. My bad. So that's a lot. So really, whatever you have, you should be able to find a way to activate this. There's actually 3 limitations that Vankyo wanted me to mention to you guys about this. For example, it says it does not support Dolby Surround. So if you're playing a DVD or a video that uses Dolby Surround, you want to go into the menu of this and turn off the Dolby, and then the sound will work fine. Matter of fact, there's a built-in speaker inside here also, as well as you can connect it to your audio system, which is probably what you want to do if you're watching a good movie. Next thing is, if you're connecting it to an Android phone, you'll need an extra micro USB or Type-C to HDMI MHL adapter, and that's not included. Or if you're connecting to an iPhone, you'll need an extra Lightning to HDMI adapter, which is also not included. So yes, those are the things they wanted me to point out. First thing to look at is this is how you focus it. It's very important to focus on the monitor. When you look at the screen and it's really big, you'll see the actual pixels that make up the image. And what I suggest you do is to press the menu button where you can see all the writing, and that's the easiest way you can focus and see the pixels at their crispest. You'll get the better result, of course, when you do that. There's a menu setting, just like any TV, where you can adjust the color, the sharpness, the brightness, things like that. All right, another thing I want to point out is there's an adjustment on the back called Keystone. And what that is if the projector is below the screen, the image is going to look kind of like a trapezoid. So when you adjust the Keystone, it'll bring it back to square. So that's very important to make sure the keystone is adjusted, as well as your right and left, so that the image you're looking at will be square. No problem. There's also a screw on the bottom here, a screw-on tip that allows you to raise or lower the height of what is projecting if you're not using this on a tripod, if you're using it on a table. Another thing to point out, like all projectors, the light in here is bright, and bright lights get warm. You're going to hear there's 2 fans in here, and you'll hear it, and heat will be coming out of this side. All projectors do that, but the fan isn't super loud. It won't interfere with you watching a movie, but you'll definitely hear it while you're watching the movie. Okay, so what's the most important thing we want to know is, what is the image quality like? I'm going to start playing some video right now, and I'm going to talk to you about what I noticed. Because this is a budget projector, for example, my wife, when she watches this, she loves it. My daughter loves the image. Because I'm a video person and I'm constantly shooting and editing videos, I kind of see things. I see imperfections that my wife may not see. For example, the darker areas of the video. If someone has dark hair or dark clothing, you don't see much detail in those darker areas. And I think that's something most projectors suffer from, but I just had to point it out. And another thing, it's not super bright. like any projector, you want to use it in a dark room. You want to turn off all the lights. If there's a window open, you want to draw the blinds. That's kind of common sense. But with this particular projector at its brightest setting, I notice it's still best to make sure there's no lighting in the room to get the maximum effect of it. Next good thing to know about this is it comes with a remote control like any good projector would. And what's awesome is it has not only a receiver for the remote control in the front, there's also one on the back here. There's also a tripod jack on the bottom. I put my quick release plate on here to make it quicker and easier. You probably, if you have a tripod, I recommend putting it on there. You'll have more versatility in where you put the projector in your room. All right, so let's talk about what we're gonna project it on. When I first got this projector, I was projecting it on my wall. My wall is beige. And I mentioned to Vankyo that I wish it was brighter, more vivid. So what they actually did, they sent me a Vankyo projector screen. This is a 100-inch model, and you can actually see it behind me. And the importance of projecting it on a white projector screen is so that the colors will be accurate. Your whites will be accurately white, and your blacks and all the colors in between can be as accurate as possible. And what's interesting is the projector screen comes with these clips that you can actually stick to the wall, and there's rings on it where you can hang it pretty much wherever you want. But it's important to have a dedicated screen that's smooth to get the best image quality. Oh, I almost forgot. I'll put a link to this screen they sent me if you want to get it in the description. I don't remember exactly how much it costs, but you can click the link and check it out. All right, so that is the lowdown with the Vankyo LED projector. As you can see, it does as advertised, but because it is a budget projector, it may have some limitations that a larger, more expensive Sony projector may not have. It may not be as bright or whatever, but this may be perfect for a certain application that a person needs. So hopefully this video showed you the capabilities of it. And you can decide if it's something you'd like to get. I'm going to put a link, of course, to the Vankyo Amazon store. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them below, because there's a good chance I forgot to include something. Hey, and keep in mind, no matter what you use to project your videos or your art or whatever, until next time, as always, keep it real.